Louisiana Living on Fox 14 continues.
And welcome back. I'm here with Carrie Hefner here to talk about peas. Carrie, I love peas. I love this time of the year.
I'll tell you, it's the one summer crop we can count on.
Yes.
They are can't miss. These are our summer peas or field peas or cow peas. They go by several names as opposed to our English peas or green peas, which are more of a cool weather crop. This is, botanically, this is the plant Vigna unguiculata, if you're keeping track at home. And so versatile, and so many different varieties of the same species. Of course, we have our pink eye, purple hulls, and you can see out here on the tray why they call them purple hulls. And then in the other bowl are the Lady Creams, a smaller pea, and doesn't have the enlarged area or the eye that we see on the pink eyes. Botanically, that's called the hilum, and that's where the pea is attached on the inside of the pea, which is botanically a fruit, believe it or not, a fruit type called a legume. And even if you're not a pea eater, it's a good plant to have in the home garden because most things in the pea family are nitrogen fixers. They have their roots colonized by a bacterium that can actually turn atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates, or in other words, fertilizers. And it's a great cover crop or one of the so-called green manures. You can grow the plants up and then turn them under, and you've got your fertilizer for the next crop. So.
Okay, so it's good for the environment as
Absolutely,
well.
Absolutely.
And these are both purple, the Lady Creams, that's a variety of purple hull peas?
Yeah, it's a variety of the southern pea or the cow pea, and then the pink eye, purple hulls, black-eyed peas, Crowder peas, and the list goes on. And if you're interested in just how many varieties there are, we're putting together a wonderful seminar in January with a seed saver who has collected many varieties from Washington Parish, Louisiana. So that'll be something to keep an eye out for.
All right. Well, let's go to our questions. Every Tuesday, Carrie answers your home garden questions for Live in the Garden. And our first question is, I've heard it's good to bring indoor plants outside during the summer. Is it too hot for them, and will they die if I do?
Great questions. Our inside plants or our house plants are usually tropicals, and inside they're put in a very low light situation. No matter how bright the room may be, it's still sort of a low light situation. And yes, in fact, a lot of our tropicals can go outside. If you do a little homework, find out what plant it is. Learn if it's high light or low light. If it's low light, put them out in the shade. If it's high light, they can go out in sun, keep them watered. But tropicals should do fine in our summer climate. So.
Okay, well, our next question is, should I put my grass clippings in my garden?
Great question. And actually, we would recommend you use a mower that has a mulching blade on it so those clippings can be returned right back to the lawn and sort of compost down, and you have your own lawn fertilizer. But if you do rake up the clippings like I do, they can go either in the garden as a mulch, or they compost down into a most wonderful compost that can be used later on as a soil amendment.
We have a little bit more time. That's all of our questions we have, but I have a question. We have poison ivy growing in our bushes. How do we kill the poison ivy and not the bush?
Okay, poison ivy, you can use a product with the active ingredient glyphosate, which is one of the Roundup type products. And in that case, when it's growing through an ornamental you want to keep, you can mix the Roundup or the glyphosate up in a container and then paint it on the leaves that you want to get rid of, and that's a way not to get it on the ornamental. And you should see that start to act on the weed you want to take out. So
paint it very carefully, with gloves on.
Yes, yes.
All right, Carrie, thank you so much for joining us and bringing us the information about the peas.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite fruit, not vegetable. And to have your home garden questions answered, just submit them on our website, myarklamiss.com. And still ahead, we're talking watermelons with Kathy Egan for Farm to Table. You're watching Louisiana Living on Fox 14.
Trade names are used by the LSU Ag Center for clarity and information purposes only. Neither commercial endorsement of specific products nor a recommendation to the exclusion of similar products is implied.